What's going on, everybody? Welcome to BuilDeFi, the first ever fair launch DeFi launchpad that we have created so you can launch your own DeFi protocols for free if you want, or for a small fee, up to $30. And typically, now our team, we are a team of builders. We've built multiple DeFi protocols in the past, been very successful. We've been building for the last few years. And when we wanted to launch a DeFi protocol, it would have cost us like 60 grand and taken 9 months. Now you can do it for free if you want to, or a small fee for different benefits. And you could do it like really quickly. And I'm going to show you right now on this video exactly how to launch a token. But quickly, before we do that, token builders, we've given token builders the ability now to build either a simple meme token or an advanced DeFi protocol with multiple community benefits, including staking. Now you can have people stake your token and earn ROI on your token, bonded liquidity, LP webs, buy and burns, and so much more. So if you don't know what all that is yet, that's okay. You're going to learn it, because there's a whole bunch of things that you can do now to create utility for your community. But if you just want a simple meme token, you can do that too. So let's start. I just want to create this token called Awesome Token. I'm going to call it the ticker ATK. I'm going to upload an image here. And what is this token about? This is the most awesome token built on BuilDeFi. The first ever fair launch DeFi launchpad. And you can put any description in here you want. There's a really long, you could put a really long one if you wanted to, especially if you have things that you want to tell your community about what you're doing and what you're building. Over here, you can see as we're building, it's going to build your tokenomics on the right hand side here. Free launch, no protocol fee. You can click over these hover buttons too and see what this means. If you do a free launch, it launches your token with no protocol fee. In exchange, 8% of the mint of ETH is locked as an additional support and routed to the protocol Genesis address. You can't redirect that 8%. All other options remain available, but you can launch just for free. Now, if you want to use that 8% for something else, then just don't launch for free. And right now it's $8. But some of these other, I'll show you how this works. So you go for free, boom, support allocation is set to 8% and routed to the protocol Genesis address. These inputs are locked. So for now, I'm going to leave it on free, but actually I'll take it off for free for now. So you can see when I do that, required participation is there's this much participation needed for the fair launch to raise in the fair launch, or it's voided and refunded. So the only thing that's not refunded, guys, is the gas fees, but they're not that much. So just so you know. So we're going to go, I'm going to take it off of free launch for now. You would want to enter all your socials in here, your Twitter handle. This will show up on your token page. Your Telegram, your YouTube, your Discord if you want. You don't have to enter these in, but if you do, people can find your other socials with that token. For the mint, now we have these, make it very simple. Tokens per ETH. So think about this. So mint price, how many tokens are minted per 1 ETH during the fair launch? It's fixed for the whole mint phase, so every participant is at the same rate. This is one of our massive benefits, guys, is because this is what the fair launch is. Changing it from a default adds a small fee. So if we change it from a default, say you want 1 million tokens per ETH, but what if you want 1 billion tokens per ETH? It adds $1 to your build. That'll give you a lower price token, but a lot more tokens available. Let's just keep it at 1 million. You can even go down to 1. You can mint 1 token per ETH if you wanted to. But let's just go with 1 million for now. Oh, that's 100 million. There you go, 1 million. Fair launch duration. So how long do you want the fair launch to last? You can do, it's set initially at 8 hours. You can do 28 minutes if you want. and 0 hours. And let's just do a 28-minute launch here. Extra tokens minted for LPs. So if you want, it's set at 8%. If you want additional percentage of tokens to be minted for your LPs, this is the minimum that it can be set at, is 8%, but you can go up to a maximum of 28%. So we'll just keep it here at 8% additional tokens minted for LPs. Extra tokens minted on top of what's sold during the mint. This seeds the full range locked liquidity pool as a percentage of supply. The allowed range is 8% to 28%. Setting it above 8% adds a small fee. So if you go above 8%, you can see that fee went to $2 here. Now, it really shouldn't be $2 because this, let's just make that 10 million. So any of these that you change, it adds $1. If you take that back, see, it takes it down to $2. So since I changed this from 8 hours, it's at $1 because I just changed this to 28. But if I take that down, it's no extra fee. Do you see what I mean? So these are the defaults. If you leave them default, there's no additional fees, but they're only $1. So you do whatever you want. I'm going to change this to 28 minutes, 0, which added $1. I'm going to leave the 1 million mint, and I'm going to leave this at 8%. Liquidity's auto balance, so mint distribution. How the ETH raised during the mint is split. These allocations must add up to 100% before the token can launch. So what this means is the participation that you get into the protocol. So if 10 ETH come in during your fair launch period, these are the percentages of where they're going to go, where that is going to go. If you put this on free launch up here, you'll also be able to see that there's 89% because there's an additional support that's locked here at 8%. Okay, and there's also a 3% leaderboard fee that's fixed on every token. This actually just benefits the entire community, and it adds to the platform leaderboard pool, giving every token a recurring chance to win a buy and burn, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to take it off of free launch here, and I'm going to come back down to the build section. Now you can allocate. This is what the builder gets paid. This is the share of the mint of the ETH that you, the token builder, can make, up to 8%. Now we do cap this at 8%. So if we cap this at 8%, then that's just because we don't want the builders to take too much of the fees. We want to align revenues with the community and the builders. Additional support, max of 8% as well. Now, if you do an additional support, you'll be able to add a wallet address in for additional support where that's going to go. So I'll just keep it on there. Buy and burn. You can do a big buy and burn if you want, up to 69%, and that makes your mint LPs go to 28%. Auto balanced. This is the share of the ETH that gets seeded into the liquidity pool. At least 28% auto balance, so the whole distribution totals 100%. So that took it, if I maxed this out, it took it all the way down to the 28% minimum, which is 69% buy and burn. But I don't want to do that much buy and burn. I'm just going to take it to 8%, and I think I can just go 8. External staking. This is if you want to stake in an external platform like Aave. You can choose how much you want to stake of the fees that come in. Now, I want this to, I don't want to stake in an external platform right now, but you can, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's bring the builder fee back up. Let's bring the buy and burn back up to 8% here. It reset the values because I did that max value. Now you can see 81% is going into the LP. Additional support, we'll do 8% on the additional support. Now, additional support is for multiple reasons. Share of mint ETH up to 8% sent to one or more addresses that you choose. You can send it to a treasury, you can send it to a charity, you can send it to a team wallet, but enabling it requires adding at least one receiver. Okay, on a free launch, this is locked at 8% and routed to the protocol Genesis. But when you're not doing a free launch, then you can use it. Now, as you go back up here, you still only have $1 for this module. We're going to leave the external staking out for now. And the buy and burn shows you up to 69% use continuously, buy back and burn your token. Enabling it requires choosing a burn speed. So we will have to choose a burn speed here in a second. So now you can see we have a platform leaderboard of 3. And as you can see on the right-hand side here, it's filling out your tokenomics and your cost down here. The total cost of the token so far is $13 to build this. LP setup, primary ETH, okay, 100%. If you want to add more LP pools, you can do that for $2 each. And there's a few more we can add. So let's just, and this is a test net, by the way. We're going to have more that can be added. And there's ways that you can get your token to be able to be built upon to be in this list. So let's just say M8 will do 10%. If we want to add another LP, we can do burn at 10%. And that, you see now this is at 80%. And that added $4 here. So let's just do 2. Buy-sell tax. If you want to enable a buy-sell tax, this is really cool. That you can add a tax on the token every time, on every buy and on every sell, and you choose where the tax goes. It can go to the builder, it can go to additional support, it can go to external staking, you can go to the buy and burn, to the leaderboard, and more. And you can, and all of those shares must total 100%. So if you enable a buy and sell tax, let's just say 3%. Let's just go down here and put 3% buy sell tax. And we're going to add a receiver. You can add token builder, additional support. I like internal staking because then this taxes anytime a token is traded. The buy and sell tax will pay the stakers who are staking in your community. So let's just do internal staking 100%. Additional support, which I do have to add a receiver for additional support, which is a wallet address. So I'm just going to pull the additional support out for now. You can go back up here. You can just adjust that to 0. And then I'm not going to do additional support. So I'm going to remove it. But you can do that if you want to support a charity or something like that. External staking. So we're not doing this, but right now we have Aave. You can select Aave here. But we didn't choose it up top, so there's none. And the yield receiver can also be your buy and burn. So the yield coming from Aave on whatever is staked can go to your buy and burn to keep buying and burning your token. It can go to internal staking also to benefit your stakers, or it can go to the primary LP. Okay, so we're not going to do this right now, the external staking. And then buy and burn. It says required by your choices. So because I chose a buy and burn up top, so I have to choose something here. Share of mint up to 69% used to continuously buy back and burn your token. Enabling it requires you choosing a burn speed. So I did enable it, so now I have to choose a burn speed. How quickly do you want the buy and burn to act? Do you want it to be very high and aggressive, or do you want it to be very low and slow? To slowly chip away at your supply. Because these are fixed supply tokens, so the more buy and burns you do, the more the buy and burn is it's like a whale that buys and never sells. It just burns it, so it will never be on the open market again. All the tokens that are burned. So let's just go very high. It will empty your buy and burn quicker if you go very high, but on the leaderboard you can have a chance to win additional buy and burns. Internal staking required by my choices. This deploys a staking vault so holders can stake this token for additional rewards. And this is $2. So enable staking, yes, it's automatically enabled because a buy and sell tax or external staking yield routes to the internal stakers. I like providing staking personally, but you can do whatever you want when you build. Now I'll come over here on the right. You can see the name of the token, ATK, primary pairs ETH. There's 3 LP pools, because there was 2 additional pools that get 10% each. Liquidity LPs, 81% goes to the main LP, 8% goes to the builder. The buy and burn gets 8%, and the platform leaderboard gets 3%. Mint price, 1 million tokens per ETH. Fair launch window, 28 minutes. So after I launch this, we're going to have 28 minutes to participate in this, and I'll show you how to do that. Extra LP token mint, 8%. Buy sell tax, 3%. Buy and burn is on, internal staking is on, external staking is off, and additional support is off. So here's the total price of this token. $19 instead of $60,000. And I don't know how long this video is so far, but it's like 15 minutes. But you could do this in way quicker because I'm explaining it all. So you can do it in a term of 5 minutes. And then you just have your 28-minute or your fair launch window. Okay, so let's just hit launch. Launch fee $19 ETH. I paid this much. I need to. Oh, hold on one second, guys. And let me get to the right wallet here. All right, good. There we go. So launch ATK, you will sign in, upload metadata, then confirm the launch transaction fee, and $19. I paid this much right now, and I'm going to launch my token. And you just got to confirm it in your wallet. Token launched that quickly, guys. Look at this. Awesome token. Now, and I didn't really format that properly there. Should be a square. But now there's 27 minutes in this. I can like it. Oh, I have to claim my points before I can like it. So we have internal points as well. We can boost the token. I can favorite it here. We can share it on X. We can add it to our wallet. Now it shows the entire, this is the most awesome, there's your description right there. And this is your tokenomics on the side. So whenever you're looking at participating in a token launch, you can go down here. Now I'm going to mint some. I'm going to buy 0.5 ETH, and I'm going to receive 500,000, because if you remember, 1 ETH during the fair launch period is worth 1 million tokens. So that's why it's like that. If you just did 1 ETH there, you'd get 1 million tokens. So I'm going to do 0.5, and I'm going to mint. And you got to confirm in your wallet. And the cool thing is, mint confirmed. So now mint participation. Now the minimum participation has been met. Oh, nope, not yet, because we need 1.23 ETH in order for this minimum participation to be met. So this shows you how far your minimum participation is. So let me just mint another ETH. I'll just do 1. I'm going to mint. I'm going to get that minimum participation fully built. Since this is a test token, confirm. Launch threshold reached, baby. So this one will launch now. And you can see down here projected liquidity, 92% to the LPs. There's top holders here. It's just me right now, but it would populate with more top holders down there. So now, if you go over here to the left-hand side, you can go to ending soon, and you're going to see the token right here. It's minting right now. There's some other ones on here, so let's go to Crypto Connoisseur's token, and he's still minting. His launch threshold has been reached also, so I'm going to do 0.1 ETH here. I'm going to mint some of this one. And you can see his tokenomics over on the right-hand side. Total supply is 467,000. 1 ETH equals 1 million tokens. Additional tokens for LPs, 20%. 83% LPs. Builder gets 5.99%. Additional support of 8. ETH leaderboard 3. Boom. Okay. Isn't just a token, it's a movement built for the true believers, powered by energy and made to shake the chain. Early, loud, and unstoppable. So I'm gonna favorite that token too. So that is how you launch a token. It's that simple. Now you can go into the ending soon. You can see the top performers here. You can see all the tokens, everything that's minting right now, everything that's trading right now, the new ones, the top performers, and all. And check out all that. And at the bottom, there's a next page if you want to go check that out. So that is how you launch a token, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. This video is getting a little bit long, but that's how you launch a token on BuilDeFi. If you build it, they will come.